What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step. Now, welcome to a special live stream for the college football on Fox kickoff times that have just come out. Instant reaction for you. So check it out. We are going to start September 2nd. We're going to go to September 4th. We're going to go through September 11th, the 18th, the 25th, the 27th. Oh, man, November 27th, December 4th. Man, look, I have not even seen these, right? I saw this come out on CFB on Fox's Twitter account, and I was like, yo, this is what I'm here for. This is why I am so fired up. And these are the kinds of things that I really, really love to talk about. So, check it. Let's go through the big games, talk about what Big Noon Kickoff is doing, because they're definitely going to be on the road, as are Charlotte Wilder and Mark Titus, who are going to take the People Sports Podcast on the road to do a college football digital road show. That ought to be a lot of fun because they are an awesome hang. And, you know, I will be over here holding it down for you on the number one ranked show and across the Fox platforms as it goes. But as we build toward a real media days, right, and training camp, I'm so excited for this. I'm all over the moon. So check it. This is out of the press release coming from Fox Sports. This fall, Saturdays start stronger than ever as Fox Sports today announces select games from its 2021 college football schedule featuring top games from the Big 12, Big 10, Mountain West, and Pac-12 conferences, right? And this means that you're going to get a lot of Big Noon, which kicks off at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to feature Brady Quinn, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, host Rob Stone, and yes, Bob Stoops, who, if you are brand new to the channel, did a really cool and long-form interview with us on the number one ranked show. It's on the channel. It's wherever it is you get your podcast. It's on the Fox Sports app. I encourage you to go check that out. Gus, Joel, and Jenny are going to be back. And this is such a big deal for all of us because we're finally going to get back to what feels like normalcy now that we got people getting out there, getting this vaccine, understanding what is in front of them and understanding what we need to do. It's been a long time coming. So week 2 is going to be the big one, right? That's Big Noon Kickoff, Oregon at Ohio State. That's at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with, you know, Big Noon Kickoff and whatnot. So I think that that's perhaps the big one for a lot of people. I wish that OU Nebraska was up there. We'll talk about that one here in a little bit. But I also want to shout out to the rest of y'all. If you are in the chat, say hi, because this is one of the things that I really enjoy doing. It's interactive as all get out, and you know how much I like it. Also, comment on the lighting situation going on here, you know, because, I'm having a good time with it. I obviously, I'm having a good time with it because I'm out here putting it out. But I also think that when we talk about my lighting, you're talking about how I came up. So, oh, my goodness, man. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go through. Man, yeah, I'm getting all the emails because everybody's announcing their kickoff games. Goodness me. This is a lot of fun. So Northwestern opens its conference matchup on Friday, September 3rd versus Michigan State at 7 o'clock. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's a late night kickoff for the Big Ten. Wildcats coming off of course, playing in the Big Ten championship game, pushing eventual national title runner-up Ohio State to the brink. It's going to be a lot of fun. Northwestern plays Michigan State, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the four-letter network. Northwestern versus Indiana State is on the Big Ten network. Northwestern versus Duke is on the ACC network, so forth, so on. And I think we're going to get Northwestern versus Rutgers for homecoming, but we'll see what all entails there. Okay, so let me go ahead and take a look at this right quick. All right, September 2nd, Ohio State plays Minnesota on Big Fox. That is at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do the math, you'll get your Pacific. Ohio State versus Minnesota is highly anticipated for me because that's going to be the big game to start the weekend of what is going to be an outstanding Labor Day weekend slate of games, including Clemson, Georgia, which is the 7 o'clock game on Saturday. We get Ole Miss, Louisville on that Monday of Labor Day, and I think we get Notre Dame, Florida State on a Sunday. So that's already going to be a lot of fun. Also in there, you got to talk about Muhammad Ibrahim, who's coming back as, I think, the best running back in the Big Ten, bar none. I mean, that dude was a monster They fed him the rock. He was able to carry the load. Tanner Morgan did not look like the Tanner Morgan that we'd seen in 2019, even with Rashad Bateman back. But you can understand how Rashad Bateman and quite frankly, Tyler Johnson were such a big deal for his success in 2019. And then in 2020, Rashad Bateman, like other folks, had opted out, opted in, and we're going on from there, right? So I think that we're going to see Mohamed Ibrahim really try to carry the load against a revamped Ohio State defense. Because, yeah, you return Haskell Garrett. Zach Harrison might come on, right? We'll see what Tyreek is about. But you're going to replace all four of those linebackers. And I think this is the time when we're looking at a guy like Taraji Mitchell and going, okay, time for you to step up and play a little bit. To say nothing of the back end, right? I wish that Minnesota could give us a really good look offensively with that pass attack that is non-existent right now, going after the Ohio State secondary, because that was the weak link of that team last year. Michael Penix Jr. straight up went at him for damn near 500 through the air, right? And Ty Freifogel was having his way out there. If not for Sean Wade in the pick six, we might be talking about Indiana having won that game, especially knowing that you're going to ask Sevyn Banks to really step up and play. You're going to ask Cam Martinez to do the same. I think Josh Proctor's going to be fine over the top. We'll see who's playing that safety position, that bullet position. There's rumor about Ja'Kalen Johnson and what he might mean. Latham Ransom ought to be a dude that comes through over there. We're going to have many opportunities to talk about Ohio State. I don't know that we're going to have many opportunities to talk about Minnesota, but I think Mohamed Ibrahim is going to have a lot to say about that. Then on September 4th, we get Penn State versus Wisconsin. That is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox. Penn State is breaking in a new offense coordinator for a second straight year in Mike Yurcich. Mike Yurcich is trying to try to show us that Sean Clifford knows how to really do this. We're also got to talk about it from the standpoint that Penn State lost everybody, like everybody at running back, okay? I love Noah Cain, and I really like Jeremy Brown, and I'm sad that he had to retire from football, but Noah Cain ought to be the dude carrying the load for them, and we'll see. I mean, they got some dudes at wide receiver. It's just, can Sean Clifford get him the ball, right? And then on the other side, you're replacing Jason Owe and Micah Parsons. That's no small feat. In addition to Pat Freiermuth, who was playing tight end for you, against a Wisconsin team that I think now that COVID is over, we get to see what they're actually made of. Because Graham Mertz looked like the dude. I mean, he dropped the Mayo trophy, but outside of that, he looked okay. It's about tailback for me. Because Wisconsin's going to run the ball and play defense, and they want to have the one back there, and I think that's going to be Jalen Berger, and I think perhaps we're looking at a 1,500-yard back, but if he's an 1,800-yard back, they're playing in the Big Ten Championship and might actually push whoever comes out of the East, probably Ohio State, in that Big Ten title game the way that Northwestern pushed them last year. And then there's Jim Leonhard calling the defense. Like, Jim Leonhard is one of those defensive coordinators that I expect to get a head coaching job anytime he wants one. Not unlike Alex Drench at Oklahoma, not unlike Brent Venables at Clemson. Like, you can keep going. Dan Lanning over there at Georgia, that dude's got a shot, okay?